above him. And who is above the Secretary of National Defense? It is the President of the Republic of the Philippines. Di ba? Alangan naman, yung Secretary of National Defense is taking orders from a general ng armed forces. It should be somebody from above. So, maliwanag pa sa sikat ng araw na presidente ang nagbigay ng order na yon. Dahil sabi mo niya, he's just following orders.
Yun na nga.
Malacanang is cooperating with ICC. Albeit patago, kahit na dinay nila, kahit ano kasinungalingan na pinagsasabi nila, nag-cooperate pa rin sila dahil nangyari na nga eh. Nandun na si Pangulong Duterte. Siguro naman, it is a moral obligation of this committee also to share our findings of this committee to President Donald Trump para kung sino mang may-ari itong Gulfstream na ito, na aeroplano, ay kung may mga ari-arian dito sa Amerika, i-covered siya sa executive order na pinirmahan ni President Trump. So kung sino mang may-ari ng aeroplano na yan, mananagot siya kay President Trump. Sigurado ako, kung may Gulfstream ka na aeroplano, mayroon kang mga ari-arian sa Amerika. Kaya prepare for the repercussions of your action. Dahil very clear yan doon sa executive order na inisyu ni President Trump na mananagot kung sino mang mag-facilitate ng mga interference ng ICC to their allied countries. Madam Chair.
You could raise your question now.
Attorney Kaufman, so good morning.
Good morning.
Just wanted to ask about the core team, the defense team. What's the status? Is it completed already?
Yes, our core team is now fully completed. I'm not going to reveal any names. There will be one announcement today, I guess, in the court records, and you'll see who is going to be in the team which is litigating the case in court.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to make any announcements before that's released by the court itself.
It will be released today?
It'll be released in a public filing, yes. It should be today or maybe on Monday.
Okay, so just wanted to ask if there's a Filipino, but then we will wait.
I've told you all the time that I'm working with Filipino lawyers.
Mm-hmm.
But in the core team here in The Hague, there is not a Filipino lawyer. That doesn't mean that we don't have Filipino lawyers helping us.
Mm-hmm.
There are many Filipino lawyers who want to help and are helping out of the goodness of their hearts many talented Filipino lawyers.
So what's the next step after this? Because a couple of weeks ago or a couple of days ago, you mentioned that you were you're putting finishing touches for the defense team, and then now it's already finished, and we just have to wait for the court filing. So what's the next step for the team?
Well, it's always the same at the International Criminal Court. As I said, interim release is a right which every suspect enjoys, including former President Duterte. In due course, we will be making a request for interim release. I'm not going to tell you when that will be, because certain conditions have to be fulfilled, certain guarantees have to be given, and that's all I can say on the matter at the present moment in time.
Mm-hmm. And then you visited the President today?
Indeed, I will continue to visit him every day that I'm in The Hague. I make it my policy.
Mm-hmm.
And members of my team have seen him today as well.
How's the President today?
He's in good spirits.
Mm-hmm. Just a quick question about, are you ready to fight until the end for the defense team of the former President? Because we have kind of reviewed the court documents, and in terms of your previous clients, that some of them you were I think
what you want to mean to
yes,
say
yes,
is
yes,
that
yes,
from time to time,
yes,
clients decide to change their lawyers.
Yes.
That happens in every case. And there's no difference between the International Criminal Court or any other court in the world. Okay? So I'm here to stay. I will fight for Mr. Duterte until the end. That's the answer to your question.
Okay.
Anything else?
Do you have the message for the Filipino people who are supporting the former president?
I have a message. Thank you for all your love. Thank you for all your support. All of this has been brought to the attention of the former president, and he appreciates it greatly. It has touched him greatly, especially on his 80th birthday. Let me just tell you something. There was a huge influx of flowers on his birthday. Wow. So many flowers were being brought here. Tons and tons of flowers, both to the prison and both to the court itself. We have an office in the court, and my room was inundated with flowers. I didn't know what to do with them.
love our president.
But that is just a show of support and a show of love.
Mhm.
Alright, sir.
When do we expect to see you again here?
As I told you, I'll be here
Mhm.
every day as long as I'm in The Hague, and I'm coming back here on Monday.
On Monday. Okay. You saw the vice president earlier. She just arrived. So what did you tell the vice president?
I'm not going to go into my conversations with the vice president,
Mhm.
okay? And you must respect the vice president's right to visit her father.
Mhm.
She's the vice president of the Philippines, but she's also the daughter,
Yes, sir.
and I would ask you to respect that.
Okay. Thank you very much, Attorney Kaufman, for the time.
Thank you, Attorney.
Thank you, sir.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Have a nice weekend in UK.
Ha?
VP, good morning po.
Yes, yes.
Kamusta po kayo, ma'am?
Okay lang.
Okay naman.
Okay lang naman ako. Wala mang problema. Sakit lang sa mata yung...
Yung araw.
Yes.
VP, kuha lang po ako ng reaction ninyo kasi di ba last Saturday po or yung last time po na nakita namin kayo, nakasama niyo si Miss Kitty. Nabanggit po ninyo na nagpapasalamat po kayo kay President Marcos, Bongbong Marcos po. Dun sa dito po na para nagkaroon po kayo ng renewed relationship with your father. And ang sabi po ng palasyo ay ang nirelay po ni Yusek Castro na glad I could help. Yun daw po ang comment ni President Marcos dun sa inyong sinabi. Ano pong reaction ninyo dun, ma'am?
I think the sarcasm is lost on him. Hindi niya siguro ako naiintindihan.
Ano pong ibig sabihin ninyo, ma'am, dun?
Saan?
Dun po sa hindi niya kayo naiintindihan, ma'am.
Hindi niya siguro naiintindihan na ang duty and obligation niya ay para sa bayan, hindi para ayusin ang mga problema ng personal na mga problema ng mga pamilya. The sarcasm was lost on him.
Mhm.
Yes, so yun, maraming salamat sa pagbiyahe ninyo dito, galing London, galing Davao City, Germany. Germany.
9 hours drive.
9 hours drive. So kung i-drive ang London, gaano katagal yun?
7 hours po.
Mas mabilis pala.
Talaga?
7 hours. Yes.
That included
That's English channel.
ferry in there.
Oo. So yes, maraming salamat at alam ko lahat kayo busy, mayroong kailangan gawin, pero you allotted time to visit The Hague and visit the ICC Detention Center kahit hindi makita ni Pangulong Duterte.
Pero kumusta na?
Yung pagbisita ninyo, pumunta pa rin kayo. At pag pumapasok kami doon sa loob, sinasabi namin lagi sa kanya na merong mga kababayan na nasa labas na nagpapakita ng suporta sa kanya. Kumusta na siya? Hindi ko siya nakita. Nakita ko siya nung Tuesday. Hindi ko siya nakita today. Ang schedule ng pagbisita ngayong araw na ito ay kay Hanilet at kay Veronica.
Any update with the case, VP?
Hindi niyo ba nakausap si
Well, I think he's
lawyer?
just only limit with answers, Attorney Kaufman, in terms of...
Ang sabi po ni Attorney Kaufman, either today raw po or Monday lalabas yung listahan ng defense team. So lalabas daw po 'yon sa court records either today. Pero napag-usapan po ba ninyo to ni Attorney Kaufman?
Yes, napag-usapan namin, pero sila na lang siguro mag-update sa inyo kung ano yung mga ginagawa ng mga lawyers. So kung sinabi niya na ilalabas nila yung mga pangalan ng mga lawyers at personnel na kasama doon sa team, antayin na lang natin na lumabas yung document.
Ma'am, nabanggit niyo rin po last time na sabi niyo po na inaayusin niyo lang po ang system dito sa The Hague. Yung system po yung tungkol po dito sa case ni former president. And ngayon po, ma'am, nalalabas na po either today or Monday yung list ng names ng defense team. ano pang inaasahan nating action from your side, ma'am? Kayo po ba iuwi na ng Pilipinas or ano po bang gagawin ninyo ngayon, ma'am?
Tapos na yung trabaho ko dito. Yung nakita ninyo kanina, pinasok ko na naka-green na envelope. Yun yung huling-huling document na hinihingi sa akin galing sa ICC Detention Unit. At nabuo na rin namin yung legal team, yung bagong lawyer, yung isa doon kanina ay na-meet na rin ni Pangulong Duterte ngayong araw na ito. Meron na rin kaming sistema sa schedule ng mga lawyers at sistema sa liaisoning kung sino yung mag-uusap about legal matters, kung sino yung mag-uusap about mga pangangailangan ni Pangulong Duterte sa loob. At naayos na rin namin magkakapatid yung scheduling ng kung sino yung maiiwan at darating sa susunod na 2 buwan. So that's April and May. So ngayon nandito si Veronica. Ang susunod na darating ay si Paulo, si Congressman Pulong Duterte. Kakakuha lang niya, kaka-approve lang ng kanyang visa. Nagpapasalamat kami sa tulong ng Dutch Embassy in the Philippines para makakuha siya ng visa niya to come here. So pag alis ni Hanilet, bago umalis si Hanilet, darating si Congressman Pulong Duterte. And hindi pa namin ma-confirm ang pagdating ni Mayor Sebastian Duterte, pero supposedly dapat siya yung susunod. Pag alis ni Congressman Pulong Duterte, dapat nandito na siya sa The Hague para kung ano man yung allowed na visits para sa pamilya dyan sa loob ay meron lagi family member na pumapasok doon at nakakausap ni Pangulong Duterte at nakakapagbigay ng updates sa kanya kung ano yung nangyayari dito sa labas, kung ano yung nangyayari sa atin sa Pilipinas, sa ating bayan.
Ma'am, magpapasintabi na po ako sa next question ko, ma'am. Nabanggit po ninyo na sa darating po na 2 buwan ay meron pong mga kamag-anak, kapamilya po ng dating Pangulo na magbabantay or pupunta po dito sa The Hague. Sino po ang magpopondo nitong mga pagpunta po ng mga kamag-anak ninyo dito?
Hindi namin napag-usapan yan. Kasi meron namang trabaho lahat. Si Hanilet ay merong mga negosyo. Ako, meron akong trabaho, may sweldo ako. Meron din akong other income na tinatawag. Ang aking kapatid na si Congressman Pulong ay meron ding trabaho. And meron ding sweldo si Mayor Baste. So, hindi namin napapag-usapan yung pera. So, ang tawag sa amin ay KKB.
Kanya-kanyang bayan.
Kanya-kanyang bayan.
Buong mundo tumulong.
May pera nga kami.
Yun din po ang napag-usapan.
Kami buong mundo, ma'am.
Napag-usapan namin magkakapatid na hindi tumanggap ng donation at hindi humingi ng tulong. At kung kailangan man magbenta ng mga gamit, ay yun ang gagawin para magkaroon ng financial support sa aming kailangan gawin dito.
Ma'am,
Yes.
may pronouncement si Senator Amy Marcos. Parang obviously she's now no longer part of the administration party. Did she even communicate with you? Because we were friends before.
We're still friends, ma'am. Opo. Inimbita nga niya ako doon sa second hearing, ma'am. Unfortunately, the last 4 days dito medyo hectic na siya kasi tinatapos na namin yung organization at sistema. So medyo hindi ko na, at saka 3 AM kasi sa oras natin dito yung kanilang hearing doon. So medyo mahirap talaga siya para sa akin na umattend ng second hearing. Pero kung meron namang future hearings na meron silang tanong sa akin tulad ng kung anong nangyari sa Hong Kong or anong nangyari pagdating ni Pangulong Duterte sa Manila, willing naman po ako sumagot. At yes, so yun, inimbita niya ako, ma'am, kaso hindi kaya ng schedule ko na gumawa na umattend online. But I am open in the future hearings in the event that she needs my input in the committee hearings that she is conducting in the Senate. At magkaibigan pa rin kami, ma'am. Hanggang ngayon, wala namang problema doon. I think siguro I would like to believe, I do not know her side, but I would like to believe that the friendship is already beyond politics dahil sa mga nangyari. Hindi magandang nangyari at meron pa rin kaming open lines of communication. Dalawa lang yun, ma'am. It's either nagpa-plastikan kami or it's really beyond friendship. I would like to believe that it's beyond politics already. So I would like to believe it's a friendship beyond politics already.
Vice President, there's a statement by the Senate President, Chis Escudero, that he said, as of February, you are now not a longer Vice President anymore. It's a contradictory statement. It's because the impeachment process is not even started. So how are you going to react with regards to his statement that you are no longer president as of February?
Okay. So I've not read his statement, so I do not know the entirety of what he said, and if he did said that, I do not know the context of why he said that, so I will not comment on it at this point. But if I read the statement, I will let you know, sir.
Okay, thank you.
VP, pag-uwi po.
Follow-up
Ay,
question.
sige.
3 years down the road, alliances. Medyo parang yung alliances when you did allied with the Marcoses now is no longer there. Are you still willing to make alliances with other political figures or families?
Actually, that is something that I discussed with Senator Robin Padilla, because right now he is the president of PDP Laban, and their chairman, former President Rodrigo Duterte, is inside the detention unit. So I was asking him what his plans are, because PRD is no longer there to campaign, and he said that he's planning. Ako ata yan.
Thank you.
Sorry, tingnan ko lang kasi na yung tumatawag.
I'll hold it.